Hello everyone, once again, I think there was some problem with Zoom and I got disconnected. I hope I'm audible and visible to you everyone. I'm audible and visible. Okay, now let us start today's class without any more ado. Let us start today's class with where we left yesterday's class. What was the last thing we discussed in yesterday's class? Logarithms. No, Chatur, logarithm was not the last thing that we discussed. We discussed something else. We were discussing graphs, right? We were discussing graphs in the last class, and then we saw we had two variables, x and y. What was x known as? What was x known as? X is known as which variable? Independent variable. Great. Karthik says independent variable, yes. And y is known as dependent variable, right? We saw this. And then we also discussed something known as the slope of the graph. So if I have a straight line, this straight line at some point in time is going to cut your x-axis and it will make an angle theta with the x-axis. We had found out the value of this theta by dividing this x-axis, x2 minus x1, with y2 minus y1. Do we remember this? X2 minus x1 and y2 minus y1, and we had found out the value of tan theta from the previous class. Yes, okay, great. Tan theta was y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now let us, if you all remember this, let us move ahead from this and see how we are going to expand it and bring everything in this small thing. Okay, I'll get to the next slide. So I'll draw it again. I'll draw the coordinate system again. And this time I'm using, oh, it doesn't work. Why it doesn't work? Okay, this is one line. It's better that I use my own hands. Is another line. This is my x-axis, this is my y-axis, and let us suppose that I have what? I have a straight line like this. What do you remember about this straight line? We talked about the slope. I also told you something about its slope, that the slope of this line is always, slope of a straight line is always what? Always what? Slope of a straight line is always what? Did I say something about it? Slope of a straight line is always what? Same or constant. Yes, Karthik. Slope is always same or constant. We discussed that. Great. And we found out the slope from this angle theta. I'm again repeating what we did in the last class because that is how we are going to move forward. This was here. And this was x2 minus x1. And this was y2 minus y1. So I've drawn a better diagram so that we have a better understanding. This was y2. Yes or no? This was y1. I've drawn the entire diagram on one sheet so that you can understand. This was x1 and this was x2. Okay, and then we had written its slope. We had written its slope in this way. Tan theta is y2 minus y1 divided by x2 minus x1. Now there is one more way of writing the same thing. There's one more way of writing the same thing. And I'll write it like this. Delta y by delta x. Have you seen this notation? Have you seen this notation before? Delta y by delta x. Have you seen this notation before? Anyone? No one has seen this notation before? Delta y by delta x. I got no response. Chaturya says he does not know about it. Okay, Karthik says yes. Triangle of x. Vahini, this is not triangle, beta. If I just write it here, this is not triangle. This is not a triangle. This is a Greek alphabet, which is known by the name of delta. Will you remember this now? This is not a triangle. This is a Greek alphabet, capital Greek alphabet, known by the name of delta. Yes, Hannah, and this delta means change. This delta means change. Great. Now, change in something. This delta means change in something. Now, put both the things together. What will delta y mean? Delta means change in something. What will delta y mean? Anyone? What will delta y mean? Karthik, no, it does not mean rate of change. Delta means change, and we put y after it. So what does delta? Yes, Santosh, that's correct. Change of y, change in y. Yes, I correct. Delta y means change in the variable y. Correct, Karthik. You are correct now. It's not rate. Delta y means change in the value of y. We are साथ में, we are together. We understand this much. Now, if delta y is change in y, what will delta x tell you? What will delta x tell you? What is the meaning of delta x then? What is the meaning of delta x? If delta y is change in the value of y, what is delta x? Change in the value of x. So delta y is change in the value of y. Delta x is change in the value of x. And that is what I will write here. y2 minus y1 is delta y. y2 minus y1 is delta y. I have written it here. And x2 minus x1 would be delta x. I have written it here. So my tan theta becomes delta y by delta x. Am I clear with this concept? Tan theta means delta y by delta x. Yes or no? Okay. Delta means change, delta y by delta x. Change in the value of y divided by the change in value of x. And remember, we are talking about tan of this angle theta. So we are still talking about a trigonometric ratio. We are talking about a trigonometric ratio tan theta. And tan theta is delta y by delta x. Now this slope, since we have understood a line and we know that the slope of a line is constant, there are some more things that we can study about the slope, and that is going to be very, very important for your motion in one dimension or motion in two dimension. Very, very important point. Please note. I hope you have written this much. I hope you have written this much. I'm moving on. I'll get this entire PNG. Don't worry. I hope you have written this much. Now, what can be different types of slopes? That is our next point that we are going to discuss. What can be different types of slope of a straight line? Can you think about something? What are different types of slopes that we can make for a straight line? Curves. Karthik, we're not talking about curves here. 2-point slope, you're talking about 2-point slope. Maybe my question is not correctly framed. Maybe my question is not correctly framed. Let me draw this. And I hope that you are drawing it with me. This is my x, independent variable. This is my y, which is dependent variable. Now I'm going to draw a line and you're going to tell me about the slope of the line. I'm going to draw a straight line and we are going to discuss the slope of that line. And that line goes like this, which is definitely parallel to x-axis. This line is definitely parallel to x-axis. Now my simple question is, what is the slope of this line? Very good, Karthik. Very good. The slope of this line is 0. The slope of this line is 0. The slope of this line is 0. Yes, Anna, very simple point. Slope of this line is 0. Why is the slope 0? Because it makes 0 angle with the x-axis. This is one way of understanding it. If I had to find out the slope delta, so we will find out tan theta. It is the angle it makes with the x-axis. That will be equal to delta y. Yes, Karthik, you are correct. Delta y by delta x. Change in the value of y. Again, I repeat. Change in the value of y divided by change in the value of x. But you look closely here. Is the value of y changing? No. The value of y is not changing at all. So this delta y, change in the value of y is 0. Do we understand this? There's no change in the value of y. There's no change in the value of y, and hence the slope of this line, which is parallel to x-axis, is 0. So this is first type of slope that we have to understand, a line of zero slope. A line of zero slope, y does not change. Whatever change you make to x, the change remains with x, y does not change. Am I clear with the slope? Slope 0. So the first point was slope 0. Zero slope line. Yes, Adit, we are coming to it. Different slopes. Coming to it. Positive, negative, we are coming to it. Let me start. You are good that you are thinking about the future. What could be the second slope that we should understand? Second type of slope of a straight line that we must understand. We might not encounter the slope, but let us try to understand. This is y, this is x. Y is the dependent, y is the dependent variable, x is the independent variable. Now I have this straight line. It's not a straight line, I mean, this is the best I can draw. And obviously this straight line is parallel to one line or line segment, whatever you call it. This is parallel to y-axis. This is parallel to y-axis. This is parallel to y-axis. Can we talk about the slope of this straight line? What would be the slope? 90 degrees. Yes, it is making an angle of 90 degrees. Correct. Correct, Santosh. It is making an angle of 90 degrees with x-axis. But what will be the slope? What will be the slope? Tan theta. What will be the slope of this line? What will be the slope of this line? Infinite. Tan theta 90. No, Anak is not 1. Tan theta of this gentleman, some people may call it infinity. Some people will call it undefined. Tan of 90 is undefined. Why it is undefined? Because tan theta was always delta y for a straight line by delta x. And as you can see very clearly over here, what we can see very clearly over here, yes, this delta x, there is no change in the value of x. If something divided by 0 is not infinity. Something divided by 0 is undefined. We cannot define it. If it is not 0, it is very small number, then it is infinity. So this is a line which is parallel to y-axis. This is a line which is parallel to y-axis and its slope is undefined. So slope undefined or infinity, don't call it infinity. The slope is undefined. This actually is not possible. This actually is not possible that y changes without changing in x. Am I clear with this point? Two slopes we have seen. Zero slope, infinity slope. Shall we move ahead to the next one? Now, let us move to the next one. And what is this next one? I'll name it first so that every doubt gets cleared. Positive slope. A positive slope line. How will a positive slope line look like? How does a positive slope line look like? Anyone, any idea? How does a positive slope line look like? Or what I mean by a positive slope? Let me just make the negative axis. This is my x, this is my y, this is my minus x, if I may call it, this is my minus y. What is a positive slope line? I only have 150 messages till now. It lies in the first quadrant. Very great, Chaturya. Santosh, it lies in the first quadrant. Only in the first quadrant or anything else? Only in the first quadrant or anything else also? Only in the first quadrant or anything else also? Only. Okay. Now see this. And see this and you will find it very fascinating and interesting. Third also. Yeah, Santosh, third also. When you're talking about a straight line, you're talking about a slope. We're talking about tan theta. We're talking about tan theta. Now this tan theta is positive in two quadrants. And it is positive in first and third quadrant. Is everyone getting me? Tan theta is positive in first and third quadrant. It is negative in second and fourth quadrant. Do we understand this? Tan theta. We have already seen this. Add sugar to coffee. Someone told me all silver something. No? What was that? I forgot. All silver something. It was something with silver. All silver teacups. Yes. See, I have a very bad memory. Very bad memory. Add sugar to coffee. Looks good. So tan theta is positive in first and third quadrant. Tan theta is negative in second and fourth quadrant. Now, what do you mean by a line lying in the first quadrant? What do you mean by a line lying in the third quadrant? Can anyone tell me what will be a line lying in the first quadrant look like? What do you mean by a first quadrant here? What I mean by a first quadrant here? Okay, probably you may not know this. So, slope positive slope means, and please mark my words, remember them always. Positive slope means, it implies, if the value of x increases, mark my words, positive slope means if the value of x increases, what happens to the value of y? What happens to the value of y? If x increases, y? What happens to the value of y? Y increases. Yes, Anna, you are absolutely correct. This is what is meant by a positive slope line. If x increases, y increases. In other words, you can also say it this way, they are directly proportional to each other in some way. You increase x, you increase y. Am I clear with this point? Now, again, some common sense will apply and we'll try to understand what is the meaning of x increasing. We'll try to understand what is the meaning of x increasing. Look at here. If we are going like this along the direction of my arrow, red direction, that means x is increasing. Are you getting my point? Is everyone getting my point? The red one means x is increasing. Now what will y increasing mean? If we are going up like this, y increases. Are you getting my point? Going up means y increasing. Going right means x increasing. Correct? Yes or no? We understand this. Can I have some raise hand? Can I have some plus, minus? Okay. Going right, x increases. Going up, y increases. Now look at which quadrant this can happen. Which quadrant this can happen? This can only happen in. This can only happen in. Which quadrant? This can only happen in the first quadrant. Am I clear? This can only happen in the first quadrant when the line is here. If you increase the value of x, value of y increases, it lies in the first quadrant and the slope is positive. Am I clear? First quadrant, Anjali, clear. Great. Everyone understand this? Someone is sending me messages on this chat. Who is this? Manasa, please send me message on the other ID, which is my Astikwala ID. I won't be able to see your messages. I hope you got the message, Manasa. X increases, y increases, that is a positive slope graph. Anything else is possible. We talked about two quadrants. First quadrant and the third one as well. What will happen in the third quadrant? That makes the slope positive. I repeat my question. What happens in the third quadrant that makes the slope positive, and then what decreases? Santosh, what decreases? Santosh, what decreases? Tell me what decreases. So positive slope also implies that if the value of x decreases, and you complete the sentence, positive slope implies that if the value of x decreases, Y also decreases. Very nice, Chaturya. Y also decreases. This is my positive slope. If X increases, oops, where did this go? If X increases, Y increases. If X decreases, Y decreases. Okay? Do you understand this? Now, in which quadrant is this going to happen? In which quadrant this is going to happen? This is going to happen in the third quadrant. Now let us see. What do you mean by X decreasing? I've told you what is meant by X increasing. Can anyone tell me what do you mean by X decreasing? X decreasing. If I'm moving along negative x-axis or towards left, X key value decreases. Am I clear? Going to the left side. Correct, Santosh. Going to the left side. Going towards left. Yes, X is decreasing. If you are going towards left, X is decreasing. What about Y? When is Y decreasing? When is Y decreasing? If I go along downward direction, Y decreases. Yes. And in which quadrant this is going to happen? It's going to happen in the third quadrant. A line lying in the third quadrant. Am I clear? Am I clear? Am I clear? Can I have some raised hand? Am I clear with this concept of positive slope graph? Correct? 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 Okay. Now let us try to draw a graph which is a positive slope graph. Let us try to draw a graph which is a positive slope graph. Anyone? How will this look like? What color should I use? I use blue, black. Blue is better. Which? How does the graph look? How does the graph look? Yes, Niharika, if you have any doubt, please ask. This is a positive slope graph. This graph, this straight line is a positive slope graph. Now, how can you understand this? How can you understand this? Don't look at the quadrant. I could have drawn it here also. I could have drawn it here also. Number 1 or number 2. It doesn't make a difference where it lies in the quadrant. You have to visually see and apply some common sense. Visually see and apply some common sense. Look at graph number 1. Look at graph number 1. Look at graph number 1. What is happening in graph number 1? The value of X is increasing. Yes or no? If I'm going from A to B, if I'm going from A to B, the value of X is increasing. Yes or no? Yes or no? You got this? Everyone got this? Look at what is happening to the value of Y. Look at what is happening to the value of Y. When I'm going from A to B, the value of Y is also increasing. The value of Y is also increasing. So graph number 1 is a positive slope graph. Graph number 1 is a positive slope graph. Am I clear? Am I clear? Same thing is happening in graph number 2. When I'm going from A to B, X is increasing and Y is increasing when I'm going from A to B. Am I clear with this concept of positive slope graph? Am I clear with this concept of positive slope graph? Just one more thing. Just one more thing. What happens when I'm going from B to A? When I'm going from B to A, what is happening? Can anyone tell me? When I'm going from B to A, what is happening? Santosh, give me the entire statement. Give me the entire statement. What is happening when I'm going from B to A? Yes, X is decreasing. At the same time, Y is decreasing. So this one lies in the third quadrant. This one lies in the third quadrant. And this gentleman lies in the first quadrant. Am I clear or have I confused you? The graph from A to B is in the first quadrant. The graph from B to A is in the third quadrant. Can I have some raised hands that people have understood me? Shall I repeat? When I'm going from A to B, X is increasing, Y is also increasing. The graph is a positive slope graph lying in the first quadrant. When I'm going from B to A, X key value is decreasing, Y key value is also decreasing. The graph lies in the third quadrant. It is still a positive slope graph. Do you understand this? Clear? Okay, Sai. We are going to move ahead with this positive slope graph. We have understood. What would be the next type of graph? Number 4. The next type of graph would be negative slope graph. And now you can tell me, how will a negative slope graph look like? Please tell me till I draw that coordinate axis and everything. Please tell me, how will a negative slope graph look like? This is minus x. This is minus y, and this is minus x. How will a negative slope graph look like? Right. So for a negative slope graph, yes, Atulya, you are correct. For a negative slope graph, what should happen? Negative slope graph, what should happen? If x increases, y should decrease. Or I can say that they are inversely proportional in some ways. When you increase the value of one quantity, the other quantity decreases. Now, if x increases and y decreases, can you apply some common sense and tell me in which quadrant this graph will lie? X increasing, y decreasing, which quadrant do you think that this graph lies? X increases, y decreases, not second and fourth, Kartik, not second and fourth. X increasing, y decreasing, yes, Chaturya, it lies in the fourth quadrant. Here, the graph will lie in the fourth quadrant. Here, x is increasing and y is decreasing. Are you getting my point? X is increasing and y is decreasing. It lies in the fourth quadrant. Am I clear? Okay. What is the other way of saying the same thing? X is increasing, y is decreasing. That is one graph with a negative slope. Again, it should be negative in the second quadrant. What will happen in the second quadrant? Can anyone tell me what will happen in the second quadrant? Santosh, you are saying it wrongly. Y increasing, x decreasing. No, y is the independent variable. No, Chaturya, you are also wrong. Y increasing, yes, Raju, you are correct. X decreases, y increases. Some of you told me the reverse of it. Some of you told me, sir, y increases and x decreases. No, we cannot say it that way, because x is the independent variable. So we must always say the value of x first. We must always say the value of x first, then y. I hope, Chaturya, you got it. X first, then y. X is independent, y is dependent, and this graph lies in the second quadrant. This graph will lie in the second quadrant. Now, do I really need to draw it in the second quadrant? I am drawing it here. This is my point A. This is my point B. This is my point. The first point is point A. The second point is point B. Now, please tell me, what is happening when I'm going from A to B? Please tell me what is happening when I'm going from A to B. Anyone? Please tell me. Don't look at the quadrant. Look at what I have told you. Look at what I have told you, what you know about a negative slope. Look at that and tell me what is happening when I'm going from A to B. I only have 250 messages today. Yes, Santosh, you are wrong. X is not decreasing, beta. X is not decreasing. Yes, Hannah, you are absolutely correct. X is increasing. You see, when you are going from A to B, the X coordinate is increasing. The X coordinate is increasing, but the Y coordinate is decreasing. X is increasing, Y is decreasing. Yes, Ajit, you are absolutely correct. X is increasing, Y is decreasing. This is a negative slope graph. Are you getting me? Everyone, Deepak, you got me on this one? Can I have some raised hands that you understand this? When I'm going from A to B, the value of X is increasing. The value of X is increasing, but the value of Y is decreasing. The value of Y is decreasing. Yes or no? Y is decreasing. See, when I'm going from A to B, Y is decreasing. Okay. Then tell me what is happening when I'm going from B to A. Then please tell me what is happening when I'm going to B to A. See, look at this. This is B to A. This is B to A. What is happening when I'm going from B to A? Anyone? What is happening when I'm going from B to A? What is happening when I'm going from B to A? No one? Yes, Santosh, you are correct. X is decreasing, but Y key value is increasing when I am going from B to A. X key value is going like this, but Y key value is going like this. So Y is increasing, but X is decreasing. Is everyone getting me? From A to B, the graph is a negative slope graph, but if you look from B to A also, it is a negative slope graph. The only difference is from A to B, it lies in the fourth quadrant. From B to A, it lies in the second quadrant. And see, I have drawn it in the first quadrant. So drawing it in any quadrant does not make any difference. I hope you understand. Drawing it in any quadrant does not make any difference. What makes a difference is you understand how X and Y are changing. You understand how X and Y are changing. Am I clear with this concept? Don't look at the quadrant. Apply common sense. Look at X, look at Y, and you are done. Clear? Clear. Okay. That makes us done with your straight line graphs. But again, as you can see, yes, some people have raised hands. We have raised hand, Dikshit and Santosh. Dikshit, you have any problem, beta? Please write it on your chat. If I missed your message, I'm sorry. Around 300 messages right now. I'm looking to get into 500 range today. So that was straight line. When I said something about straight line graph, the slope of a straight line graph, is always what? Someone told me that it is always something. What that something is? Slope of a straight line is always same. Yes, Anjali, it's always constant, same. Nyarika, yes, it's always constant or same. But what? If you have a graph, can you think of a graph whose slope is not constant? Variable slope graph, we call them. Variable slope graphs. Variable slope graphs. Variable slope graphs. The slope is definitely not constant. Now we will have to deal with these variable slope graphs. Are we ready to deal with them? Are we ready to deal with them? These variable slope graphs. Okay. Let us draw any random graph. Let us draw any random graph. So what I'll do here is I'll first draw a standard axis and see. I hope you have understood that I do not have to draw graph in different coordinates. I don't have to draw graphs in different coordinates. I can draw it in first quadrant and you will be able to understand whether it's a positive slope or negative slope, right? Okay, now look at this graph. Look at this graph. I've drawn a very Shandar type of graph. This is my point A and this is my point B. It's obviously not a straight line graph. You can all see this. It's not a straight line graph, right? Now, have you heard about a term which is known as secant? Have you heard about a term known as secant? Yes, Vahini has heard about this term. Vahini, can you enlighten us? What is a secant, or Santosh? What is a secant? What is a secant? What is a secant? Sec theta is secant. Okay, sec theta is a secant, right? I agree with this completely. Anything else? I've drawn 2 points. 1 by cos is secant. Okay, 1 by cos is also secant. Yes, sec theta. Yes, that is what I was looking for, Kartik. A line which intersects a circle at 2 points. A line that intersects a circle at 2 points. That is what I was looking for. And that is what I seem to draw here. If I see, let me see if I can draw it. It works. This line, tangent, we are coming to tangent, Hannah, don't worry. We're coming to tangent. This line, this is the blue thing, as you can see, is some sort of a curve. Some sort of a curve where y is a function of x and we do not get a straight line, we get a curve. So AB is some sort of a curve. A is 1 point on the curve. Let me name its coordinates. Say, let us say this is x1 and let us say this is y1. Do we understand what I'm saying here? Is everything clear, or is anything confusing? So this coordinate is x2 and this coordinate is y2. I hope I'm clear with this drawing. I hope you're also drawing with me. You might have to keep this drawing for the next class. Okay. This green line is intersecting the curve at 2 points, A and B, namely, this line is known as secant of the curve. This line is known as secant of the curve. Am I clear with this concept? Am I clear with this concept? Secant, a line that intersects at 2 points. Now, this is a straight line, and we know all about straight lines now. This straight line will have some slope. Yes or no? Yes or no? This straight line will have some slope. Yes or no? Yes. I only got 1 yes. I have so many people around. I only have 1 yes. Okay, this straight line will have some slope, theta. I can find out the value of tan theta. How will I get the value of tan theta? How will I get the value of tan theta? So I will find out the value of this one, this line, this side. That will be equal to y2 minus y1. Yes or no? y2 minus y1. And this y2 minus y1 can be written as delta y. We have already seen that. Change in the value of y. Change in the value of y. This one is x2 minus x1. I hope everyone is following me. This is x2 minus x1. I can write it as delta x. Yes or no? Yes or no? So my tan theta becomes, yes, Chaturya, delta y by delta x. My tan theta becomes delta y by delta x. We all agree on this? My tan theta becomes delta y by delta x, which is the slope of this straight line. Which is the slope of this straight line. secant. Have you heard about the word tangent? Have you heard about the word tangent? Yes. Okay. Okay. Now let us draw a tangent here. Let us draw a tangent here at point A. Let us say I seem to draw a tangent. Let us use a straight line here. And probably this would be the tangent. Yes or no? This is the tangent. This is the tangent which is drawn at the point A. We understand this? It is cutting the curve at one point. It is cutting the curve at one point. We understand this? Yes. You have Ajit, you are saying about tangent to a circle. Tangent to a circle is same as tangent to any curve. Circle is also a curve. I can draw any curve and I can draw tangent at that point. Yes or no? Yes or no? We agree on this? Can I have some raised hands? We agree on this. Okay. Similar to a tangent which is drawn at point A, I can also draw a tangent at point B. Yes or no? Yes or no? I can also draw a tangent at point B. So it might go like this. Okay, my drawing may not be exactly correct. So this is my tangent at point B. This line is tangent at point B. Are you getting? Similarly, I can draw tangents at all the points which are lying on this curve. There could be this point C. There could be this point D. There could be this point E. There could be this point F. There could be different points. In fact, infinite number of points are there on this curve on which I can draw a tangent. Yes or no? Can I draw a tangent at infinite points? Yes or no? Yes. Now look at tangent at point A and look at tangent at point B. Are they same? Are the tangents same? Yes or no? Look at tangent at point A, this one, and look at tangent at point B, this one. They are totally different lines. They are totally different line segments. That means at different points, C or D or E or F, if I draw tangents, they will be different. Yes or no? If I draw tangents at different points, A, B, C, D, E, they will be different. Yes or no? Yes or no? We agree on this? We agree on this? Yes. And all these tangents will be straight lines. Yes or no? All these tangents will be a straight line. Yes or no? Yes. All these are straight lines. Now, all these straight lines will have their slopes. Am I clear? At different points, there would be different tangents. Those tangents will have different slopes. Listen to this point very carefully. And I'll write it in black. Listen to this point very carefully. At any point, the slope of the tangent, you understand the slope of tangent? The slope of tangent is same as slope of the curve. Are you getting this point? At different points, I can draw different tangents. At different points, I can draw different tangents. And those different tangents will have different slopes, as you can see, A, B, C, D, and all. The slope of a tangent at any point on a curve is also the slope of the curve. That means this curve does not have a constant slope. This type of a curve does not have a constant slope, and hence it is known as curve of a variable slope. Are you getting my point? This is known as curve of a variable slope. Am I clear with this point? Curve of a variable slope. Yes or no? Yes or no? Clear? Now, the next step is, and that is the most important step in this class, and we should take that step. From secant, how do I get to tangent? From secant, how do I get to tangent? Anyone, any idea? From secant, how can I get to a tangent? From secant, how can I get to a tangent? Anyone, any idea? Perpendicular, no. I would like to hear some ideas. I would like to hear some ideas. From secant, how can I get to a tangent? From secant, how can I get to a tangent? From secant, how can I get to a tangent? Anyone? Any idea? How can a secant give me a tangent? I'm waiting 1 more minute. And then I will open something and show it to you. Because if I draw it, it might look very cumbersome. So I'm just getting that thing on. Okay. Chalo. I've heard your ideas and let us see what we have got, what I have got for you. Now, do you see this? Do you see this, everyone? Do you see this? We have discussed this thing, right? How I get the slope of this secant. You understand this PQ is a secant? Do we understand this? PQ is a secant? Do we understand this PQ is a secant? Okay, I can also increase the size. I'm trying all this new stuff today. Okay, do you see this graph now? It's quite big now, I hope. PQ is the secant. Do you see this secant? You have delta x. Delta x is change in the value of x. We understand this. Delta y is change in the value of y. And PQ is a secant. Yes or no? Can I have some raised hands? I've already crossed 400. Can I have some raised hands? Yes, that's the secant. Now the question was, how can I get from a secant to a tangent? How can I get from a secant to a tangent? And I don't want to get much into maths. See, this is a secant, which is cutting the curve at 2 points. Secant, cutting the curve at 2 points. I want to get to a tangent from a secant. How do I get? And here is some information on this. Tangent is a straight line that touches the curve at a particular point. We know this, right? Tangent is cutting the curve at 1 point. Here I have a secant. PQ is a secant. Here is delta x, which is changing the value of x. Delta y, changing the value of y. And now look at, this is what I wanted to show you. This is what I wanted to show you. And I'll again increase the size of this gentleman so that you can see it big on your screens. Okay, I think it's big enough. I think it's big enough. Now see what is going to happen and then I'll write it on the note. This delta x, if I keep on decreasing the value of this delta x, if I make delta x smaller, what will happen? Smaller, what will happen? Y key value will also get smaller, and so on. Do we agree on this? If I make the value of delta x small, the value of delta y will also become small. Yes or no? Viney, you got it? What about the rest of the guys? Have you understood this? What happens when I make the value of delta x smaller? This point Q, which was very far away, this point Q, which was very far away, is now getting closer, Are you getting my point? It's now getting closer. Yes, this point Q comes very close to point P. this point Q becomes very close to point P. If I take it so small, we write it like this, delta X arrow 0. Now this delta X arrow 0 in maths means delta X tending towards 0. This is the maths wala term. This is the maths ka term. Delta X tending towards 0. Are you getting my point? Delta X will tend towards 0. Point Q will come close to point P. Are you getting my point? Have you drawn this? Have you understood this? Point P, the delta X is getting smaller and point Q is closing down on point P. How do I write this? How do I write this mathematically? So I come back to our whiteboard. I hope you have noted what I said here. I hope you have noted what I said here. I wanted to show this because if I try to make this, it will become very cumbersome on my thing. So now, what we had seen there, delta X was tending towards 0. Delta X was tending towards 0. My tan theta originally was delta Y by delta X. My tan theta originally was delta Y by delta X, and this was giving me what? This was giving me the slope of line AB. I had drawn the line AB here. I'll come back to this point. I had drawn the line AB. Tan theta delta Y by delta X was giving me the value of secant. Yes or no? Yes or no? It was giving me the value of the secant, slope of line AB, which was a secant. Now, if delta X tends towards 0, I will write it like this. Limit delta X tends towards 0, delta Y by delta X. Limit delta X tending to 0, delta Y by delta X. Now use some common sense. When point Q becomes very, very close to point P, so close that P and Q almost become same. So close that P and Q almost become same. What will this thing tell me? This will give me what? Slope of? This will give me what? Slope of tangent at, this will give me the slope of tangent at this point. Yes or no? Yes or no? We agree on that, right? Again, don't know what's wrong. This thing, this will give me the slope of the tangent, right?